Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Using his legs here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only did they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
They'll try to add the lead now with BAT. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab, That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. This is the 6th play on the drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaking tackles. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
The Bulls will look to convert here on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And he finds his target. He has the first. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. It's an RPO. The quarterback kicks it out quickly. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he make it to the marker? The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Bulls line it up with 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. They finally corral him at the 1. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. get set up. It's a first down play. A handoff to the back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. USF offense is back out there now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Off the play fake on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He'll pitch it. Fighting off the defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Bulls pick up enough for a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for his running back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Bulls will line up here on 1st down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulls.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Well, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Beavers lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback dropping back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete again. 4th count coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And this pass is caught, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. And now from the pistol formation. He's going to hand this off. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The Beavers will have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Oh, it's a reverse. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
As a design quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards. They came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He moves the ball to the 1, 3rd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. And now the handoff. They don't pick up much. They do avoid the safety, but no breathing room.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face 3rd and long or punt from this position. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
The Bulls will line up on 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The Bulls bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts them in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff to the right side. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. They're going to run it here. The Bulls offense is on the move now. The offense going with the hurry up.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
Ball is incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fires this one deep middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Now it's second down here. The linebacker shifting around now. Handoff taken, trying to wet it behind the big left tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback and then throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. And looking to throw now on first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.